Je veux remercier le Premier ministre Doug Ford et tous les premiers ministres qui sont joints à moi aujourd'hui pour aborder cet enjeu crucial qu'est l'importance d'être unis pour défendre le Canada, défendre notre souveraineté, alors qu'on fait face à la menace de tarifs de la part de l'administration qui prendra bientôt le pouvoir à Washington. Coming out of this highly productive meeting, we have a shared sense of purpose, a shared sense of understanding, and a commitment to stand together on a united path forward. Because there's no sugarcoating it. The incoming administration's proposed tariffs against Canada would harm Americans. They would put American jobs at risk. They would put our collective security at risk. They would raise costs at a time when people simply deserve a break. And perhaps most crucially, they're not necessary. Our trading relationship is the envy of the world, and the better path forward is to make it stronger. During the first Trump administration, we negotiated together a new trade agreement, more jobs, more wealth, more opportunity on both sides of the border. It's also a clear win-win of monumental proportions. Today, Canadian electricity powers millions of American homes and businesses each year. Over 4 million barrels of oil are shipped daily to refineries specifically made for Canadian crude, creating good jobs for Canadian and Americans alike. Notably, if tariffs are applied to Canadian oil, U.S. gas prices could increase by up to 75 cents per gallon. And we supply the United States annually with $84 billion worth of minerals used to support the U.S. defense, automotive, and agricultural industries that would otherwise be sourced from places like Russia or China. The approach we want is to build on these strengths. We want to help each other in our time of need, as our brave firefighters are doing in California right now, and as Americans have done in the past when we've faced our own natural disasters. On est tous d'accord? Il faut travailler ensemble pour défendre les relations entre le Canada et les États-Unis qui ont été la source de tant de prospérité pour nos deux pays. I've spoken to the President-elect numerous times since the summer. I was the first G7 leader to sit down with Mr. Trump after the election to discuss some of the concerns he's raised. And we've stepped up by allocating over $1 billion to further enhance the security of our shared border and clamp down on the illicit drug trade and human trafficking. With all that said, if the U.S. administration chooses to still implement tariffs, we will respond purposefully, forcefully, and resolutely. On ne va pas rester les bras croisés. On va démontrer ce que les entrepreneurs, les travailleurs et les économistes des deux côtés de la frontière savent très bien, que dans une guerre commerciale, il n'y a pas de gagnant. Canadians do not deserve tariffs, and I believe Americans should not want tariffs either. We love this country. Canadians love this country. And I and we as First Ministers will never stop defending Canada from anyone who wants to harm it. Canada is a welcoming, inclusive, innovative, and ambitious place. It is home to bountiful resources, breathtaking beauty, and a proud people who've come from every corner of the globe to forge a nation with a unique identity worth embracing and celebrating and worth fighting for. On a notre propre identité, notre propre histoire et nos propres valeurs. On est d'ailleurs le seul membre de la francophonie sur un continent où habitent des centaines de millions d'anglophones et avec ça vient toute une histoire et une culture distinctes qu'on va toujours protéger. Now, no country is perfect, but I do believe that Canada is the best country on earth, and there's nowhere that I or the vast majority of our 41 million strong family would rather be. And that's why I gathered us all here today, the federal government, provinces and territories alike, working with businesses, labor, and civil society to stand up for Canada. Thank you all for being here. I thank the premiers for being here especially.